What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and welcome back to another news roundup. And to kick us off, that Nintendo out of the blue announced that a brand spanking new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game is in development as we speak. I'm not even joking, they just pooped out a press release for the game out of nowhere, with just a logo, no screenshots, no gameplay footage, and just a teensy tiny bit of information about it. So, for one, we know the game is officially called Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, and it's coming to North America this winter. Alongside that are the super vague details about it, in that it will feature randomly generated dungeons that will change each time you enter them, just like all the other Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, and you will be able to battle alongside legendary and mythical Pokemon to save the world. Boom, close the curtains, that's it. Just as I stated, we don't have a lot of details on it. We really don't know what new features are going to be in it, and we don't know what makes this game super. But maybe Nintendo's holding off info until E3. It just doesn't really seem like an E3 type of game, unless they're doing something like over and beyond with it. I don't have a lot of experience with the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. I've only played one of the first installments back on the DS, which is Blue Rescue Team, and it really didn't click with me. I just found the game to be super tedious, but more recently I did play Etrian Mystery Dungeon for the 3DS and I enjoyed that game for some reason, so maybe my tastes have changed. I haven't played it, but I heard that the most recent entry in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, which is Gates to Infinity, is not so hot. Apparently they simplified the gameplay and it doesn't punish you like a Mystery Dungeon game should. But maybe with Super Mystery Dungeon, they'll fix those flaws and make it like Etrian Mystery Dungeon. But at this point, all we can really do is speculate because we have no gameplay footage, no screenshots, and barely any details, so you can't really form a concrete opinion about Super Mystery Dungeon. But maybe once we hear more about it, I'll actually want to play it. We'll just have to wait and see. In other news, that we have been waiting a long time for the final version of Art Academy on the Wii U. Back in 2013, like a year and a half ago, Nintendo released Art Academy Sketchpad on the Wii U eShop, which was supposed to be like a trial version until the final version released, and we are finally getting that. The game, if you can even call it that, is officially called Art Academy Atelier, and yes, that is how you pronounce it, I looked it up. But what you really want to know is what makes this Art Academy different from other entries in the series. It is a drawing application, so what new stuff could they add? Well, I'm glad you asked, because Art Academy Atelier will feature 30 comprehensive drawing lessons that will be separated into 3 different categories: Beginner, Advanced, and a new category called Tools. But what's an artist without his paints and pencils? And along with those tools being included in the game, they are finally introducing charcoal for the first time in the series, so they're expanding your palette. The cool part about Atelier is that you can make time-lapse videos that can then be uploaded to YouTube, whether that be 1 minute, 2 minute, or 5 minute time-lapse videos. And that way you can show people the process of making your art, which is pretty awesome. Or if you want to keep things close to home, there will be a virtual gallery in the game, and in this gallery, there will be a family wall where all household members linked to the same Wii U console can contribute their artistic touches to the same canvas. So it would literally be a family painting. Nintendo of America has yet to give us an official release date for Art Academy Atelier, but Nintendo of Europe has, and it will be releasing in that region on June 26. It will be getting both a retail and eShop release, and if you do decide to purchase it, it will cost €30. If you already own the Sketchpad version, you will be able to purchase Atelier at a reduced price of €26. On the one hand, it is nice to have Art Academy on the Wii U because of how big the touchscreen is on the Wii U gamepad compared to the 3DS. On the flip side, the Wii U isn't portable, so you kinda gotta weigh the pros and cons there. I did find Sketchpad to be an alright game. I did like how it felt like you were drawing on paper, but there were no layers, and I don't remember there being an undo button, but maybe they'll add those in Atelier. When Art Academy Wii U does get released in North America, it might not even be called Atelier, because Atelier is kind of a strange word, but hey, maybe they'll keep it. It is kinda suave. Atelier. Also coming to Europe just 2 days before Art Academy Atelier on June 24th is Samurai Warriors Chronicles 3 for the 3DS. Yes, Tecmo Koei is localizing it. The same people who made Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U is the same team who developed Samurai Warriors Chronicles 3, and the game will even include Link and Zelda outfits taken from Hyrule Warriors. It is a hack and slash game where you take on hordes upon hordes of enemies with flashy attacks just like Hyrule Warriors. So if you liked Hyrule Warriors, you might want to check out Chronicles 3, and you'll even be able to take it on the go, which is nice. Samurai Warriors Chronicles 3 hasn't been confirmed for North America yet, but since they are making the effort to localize it in Europe, I don't see why they wouldn't bring it to North America as well. Hyrule Warriors did sell decently. From there is that we got a rumor pertaining to the next Skylanders game. A new Skylanders gets released each year, so we should be hearing about the next one very soon. But the rumor anyways is coming from a reliable source on Twitter known as Dr. Cupcakes, who tends to know information about canceled games and games in development. And this time around, he is saying that the next Skylanders game will introduce vehicles. So yeah, I guess that's the gimmick this time around. Vehicles. Yeah! Outside of what Mr. Cupcake said, some images of a prototype vehicle Skylander have surfaced online that resembles a mechanical winged serpent. These vehicle Skylanders have an indentation on the bottom where they interlock with a peg on the vehicle. And since the game has vehicles, apparently it's called Skylanders Overdrive, which makes perfect sense. And we could be hearing an official announcement for the game by June 3rd or even sooner. Adding vehicles to Skylanders could be a cool concept if done right, or it could be an abomination and just a cash grab, because you can probably expect there to be vehicle figurines. I honestly don't think vehicles are going to be the thing that will draw me into the series, because it's yet another Toys to Life game. While I do think the figurines are cool, I just don't want to spend all my money on that. And that will bring us to the end of the news roundup. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff. And you can stay tuned for more videos in the future. There will be a review for Swords and Soldiers 2 coming up relatively soon, so you can stay tuned for that. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!